Welcome back to Live at 9. I'm here with Brian Strong. He's the executive director of Gaffa FC. So first off, just tell us a little bit about Gaffa FC and what the program is.
We started out as a bunch of guys who like to play together. We're out in competition, building teams up. And we played in different competitions around, some in Birmingham, through Jackson and things. We got an offer to play in the Gulf Coast Premier League.
Awesome.
And yeah, but putting a 11 side together is tough, and I'm thinking there's no way that's going to work. But it worked. And the Jackson Metro and the Mississippi community coming together to build teams, and we won the title the first year in 2017.
That's awesome, yeah. And just talk a little bit about, you know, soccer is a growing sport, especially in the South and in Mississippi. We see it just grow every year, so talk about that.
Well, the growth I can see just through Gaffa FC is we started out with a lot of international guys who came over here to play in college. Well, now we've had international guys here for so long, they've raised our Mississippi kids playing the game the way they play. Yeah. So our Mississippi kids now are the ones playing mostly. We have some internationals, but it's mostly kids that come through Mississippi. And the junior college and four-year college system here in Mississippi that's been so crucial in us building the team we built.
Yeah, and talk about, you have a lot of local players. I saw some even from some of the local high schools on your roster and things like that, just bringing the Mississippi community together. Yeah,
and it's the high school kids that turn into college kids that are looking for a way to keep playing. You know, and the game can stay there for you. If you find an opportunity to play a pickup game at Flowwood Wire, whichever, well, these young men get to keep competing at a high level, whether they're partly through college and they want to sharpen up over the summer, or they're finished with college and they're looking for a way to keep that competitive balance or keep that competition in their life. That's what we're here for. We're here for them.
So it's a summer league, right?
Yes, we're summer league.
Okay, a summer league, and y'all compete against different semi-pro teams, right?
Yes. So we just moved up to what's called the League for Clubs. So this year we'll be going as far as Valdosta, Georgia, Albany, Georgia. We'll be Gulf Coast, Daphne, Alabama, Mobile, Alabama.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And how did you get involved with this?
I just always loved the game. I coached young people for years out at the res, and in pickup games. And then I just was the one that everybody's like, hey, he'll get a team together. And then I was the one responsible for buying shirts or paying the thing or whatever, getting everybody organized.
Yeah. So you're the brains behind it.
Brains might be a stretch, but yeah, that's kind of the idea.
And just talk about the community aspect. We touched a little bit on that, but y'all partner with a lot of different community partners just around the Mississippi area. Yeah,
as far as our partners go, they're the only way we function. So Buffalo Wild Wings, the Potter's Wings groups has been with us since before we were even called Gaffa FC. Okay. And then since then, like this season, we bring on the Prado Hotel and Capital Ortho, which Matt Weisenberger is our trainer, and he works for Capital Ortho. So, and they are also the trainers for for St. Andrews, which is where we play. And then from there, it's just been people who love the game, figure out that advertising through us is a great way to keep their name out in the community and be connected to a positive thing.
Yeah, definitely, it's a positive thing. And so when did this program start, you know, the soccer league start?
We started the Gulf Coast Premier League in 2017.
Okay.
We won the title in 17, we won it in 22, and in 24, we went to Albany, Georgia, and won. Daphne, Alabama won, then lost in the final in Montgomery, Alabama, which was tough.
Yeah, definitely.
And then COVID hit, so we played a NISA tournament in 2020. Okay. And went to Shreveport and beat a team out of over by Austin, Texas.
So you've been around for a little bit.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and just talk about how it's changed and kind of grown into this year, coming the 2025 season. I bet it's a big switch.
Yeah, so from the days of Keogh and Philip Buffington being our coaches and doing it for free to where we now raise money. We have a designated coach, and he's responsible for making decisions that me and Tom and other guys who are in charge of the club don't want to make. Yeah. Basically, you know, hey, he decides who plays, who doesn't, and go from there. And we raise money to help travel better, hotel rooms, and those kind of things. And the league costs a lot of money.
Oh,
which is, you know, and we have proper referees, which costs money. Trainer at every match, which costs money. We play at a great facility, you know, so it takes some work, but the outcome is a blessing.